TwoSun time. TS139 Barracuda. Yes, it is. And it's in S90V. And this is a Mazwan Mokhtar design. And you wouldn't know it by looking on the blade because there's no insignia there other than the S90V, and there's no TwoSun knives there. This is a shred carbon fiber inlay on these scales. And if it's anything like Mazwan's Kingfisher, which is also a front flipper, check that out, okay? Then it's all on the inside of the scale. And when I disassembled this inlay here was not glued in, yet it doesn't have any screws. It's just held in there and there, but it's nicely, it fits. You know, it's a good fitment there, you know, press fit. Very angular design. It's a front flipper, a real worny looking blade shape. But it clicks open really nice. Let me get my finger out of the way. Hopefully I don't swing around and get myself. But that's one thing, you don't have a flipper tab to hit you in the thumb, then you gotta be a little bit more careful about how you drop the blade on these. Can you use this thumb disc to finger flick it? I have done it a couple times. Yeah, it's possible. I don't think it's real. It's not convenient, and it's not something that I'd want to sit there and do continually. Trying to get up kind of behind and under that. Bang, just like that. But it's kind of a hit and miss, and it's not really comfortable to do with that disc there. You can use your thumb to open it if you want, but that's not a real convenient way for me personally to do it. This is real easy because you can walk it around, or you can flick it. And for me, it's just easier to flick this open as a front flipper. Just boom. However you want to do that. You can do it in 2 stages. You could walk it out like this and kick it, or just flick it. Well, that's a sturdy looking handle, isn't it? Almost like an integral look to it. Wow. Pocket clip is nice. Doesn't take over the design. I think it's in keeping with that angular design as well. S90V, nice premium steel, CPM S90V. Yeah, fit and finish is nice on this. You know, the ergos are fine because it's just neutral. I mean, it's all neutral. If this was gonna cut away earlier, I wouldn't like it as much. There's just enough room to get this last finger on before this starts trailing off. If you have larger hands, your little finger's gonna be back here, which is okay because it's kind of a backup position. I guess that would work. Reverse grip's fine as well, right here. Don't really feel that pocket clip that much because it's pretty understated here. It's interesting that it's coming up from the bottom and you can see the screw under there. It's not a small knife. It's just a kind of a standard EDC size, 3.5-inch blade, 90 millimeters, overall 8 inches, and let's try and stay on the tip there. 8 inches at about 21.5 centimeters. And 4mm blade stock. Let's get my caliper here. Are we okay? Yep, okay. 0.53 of an inch at 13.5 millimeters. How much does it weigh? 4.2 ounces, that's not too shabby actually, at 119 grams. No, that's not bad. It doesn't feel that heavy in the hand. Where's my balance point here? Kind of right there. So that's back a ways, isn't it? This is a good chunk of stuff here. There's where you put your lanyard through, by the way, but you only got two areas here where you put together here. This screw back here and this here, same, you know, going through the knife. That's all, folks, other than the pocket clip, which comes up through the scale. So there's nothing going through holding it together from that attachment. Nice. Now, S90V, will the knife be a knife? Okay. Yes, it will. And I haven't had a TwoSun knife yet that wasn't sharp. And so, titanium, shred carbon fiber, ceramic bearings, S90V. What should it cost? Well, I paid $103 on the eBay auction for mine, so that's where I was. Some may have bought this less expensive, some may have paid much more, but that's where I paid, and that's maybe the good and the bad and the ugly of eBay. It's exciting to bid, it's strategic, but it can be maddening because there's just not a price there. Now you can go to the TwoSun store on AliExpress. I'll give you the link to that, and I think they have one on DHgate as well. But you can go there and just buy them, okay? And remember, White Mountain Knives also keeps TwoSun knives in stock, and they're not going to have all of them, and they're not going to have 100 of each. So that's one of those things. And what they want retail for these is going to be maybe more than $103 for this knife. So you want to take your chances, or do you want to go to the store? You know, maybe it's only a few bucks difference, so it might be worth just buying it. These ship from China, so they take a couple of weeks on eBay regardless. Fit and finish is really nice. How are we using that blade? Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I can touch the tip there. Okay, that's it. That's all we need right there. Yeah, I could just drag. So no, they used it all, and the design flows. So yes. That's cool. I mean, if you like front flippers, which you may not, or if you like a Warney type blade, which you may not, right? So, but if you do, I can definitely recommend this knife. I really can. Detent's appropriate. I don't want it any stiffer because you want to kick it open. You don't want it to go flying out of your hand either, because it's a little bit more difficult to keep a hold of a front flipper while you're flipping it, okay, than a standard knife. Standard knife, I've got a really good grip here, okay? My Monarch. Ugh. So this, a little bit different how you have the hold on here, because you're taking this, not this. So you're not holding the knife with this side. You're having to do it up against the inner part of your hand and kick it open. Now, if you want to be cautious, just do the two part, because this will win here. Not a problem. Let's get to the fun part. Let's take it apart. Let's see what's inside. It's like Christmas. And here's the reason why I like a D-shaped pivot. This is what we do. This is what we do. Somebody got a little happy jacking this thing down and or putting Loctite on that pivot, and now we're just turning the other side. And we've got no, I mean, I don't mind as long as they have access to a number 8 on both sides, and I can stabilize this and crack this open. But if you don't have a D-shaped pivot, guess what? This is what you do. You can put a hairdryer on that, and you can do all kinds of things, but this is going to give you problems. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to come loose. Tried a few things, but I didn't want to absolutely wreck the knife. And so heat, everything else did not work. Well, I guess we're not going to disassemble this one. All the others have come apart nicely, but, you know, it's just been by the good grace of God, and I keep saying this over and over, it's a round pivot. It's not a D-shaped pivot. There's nothing holding that in place. So do not get overzealous with your Loctite. And somebody at TwoSun got overzealous with the Loctite, and now I cannot disassemble this knife. And I will be getting in touch with TwoSun about that, either getting a replacement, and then also just really encouraging them, please go to a D-shaped pivot. You've done all these wonderful things like the detent ramp, ceramic bearings, good quality fit and finish, high-class materials, everything. That's it. That's the one thing. Please. I'm going to let you go. Hey, I'm going to keep it nice. I'm not going to wreck it by trying to just take it apart, primitive Pete style. But yeah, it's a little disappointing. That doesn't mean I don't love TwoSun knives, because I do. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And you know what we do around here. We love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.